Today we have a record-breaking episode at Women Talk Money. We have with us Shilpa Spoorthy, who is the mother of Yatharth Murthy. He is a child prodigy. He knows national anthems of over 260 countries. He is a TEDx speaker. So today Shilpa is here with us to share her experiences of raising this prodigy. Welcome to our show, Shilpa.
Thank you, Shweta. Thanks for having me over.
So Shilpa, first tell us about Yatharth and how this journey has been with you.
Well, Yatharth is 13 years old and he's been talented, and we knew, he's been different from the time go, and we never knew where it's heading. We always thought, he's going to be a prodigy architect, because both my husband and me are architects and my father-in-law is an architect, so we thought he'd be a child prodigy architect. But yes, and his journey for anthems began a few years back when his music teacher taught him anthems of 4 countries, that is Nepal, India, Sri Lanka and Japan. And he somehow got a liking to those, and even before his teacher was ready to teach him the anthems, he was ready to sing it for him because he'd already searched them on Wikipedia and YouTube and he knew it. So that's how it was. And then when he went and asked his teacher, can you teach me more? He said, I'm sorry, I know only 4, so I can't do much about it. Then he got on to Wikipedia and YouTube and learned 260 anthems. But before that, we didn't know that he was into anthems as such. When he was at 11 anthems, he came and told me, Mama, I know 11 anthems. I said, okay. So that was my reaction. So it's good that you're not wasting your time. And then when he was at 22 anthems, we were like, okay, this is something else.
This could lead to something.
Yeah, so we kind of took a friend's help. Like we introduced him to a friend who is in the music industry, and we asked him, what do you feel about this? And he said, in my 40 years of career, I have never come across something like this. So go ahead. And that was just this, the spark that the child required. And in the next 1 year's time, he finished 200 plus anthems. And last year when he gave the TEDx talk in Los Angeles, he wanted to finish all the anthems before we reached Los Angeles. So he touched the 260 mark then last year April, yeah.
That's a great milestone to have. And at such a young age, he's been giving TEDx talks for a while now, right?
He's been 2 till now, and he's the youngest TEDx speaker from South India.
Wow. So this journey may not have been easy financially. So let us in with on some of the challenges that you faced, because I'm sure there are a lot of parents who look up to you at raising the prodigy, and also there are a lot of kids that Yatharth inspires. So share some of the challenges that you faced.
To be honest, Shweta, financially it's not been an easy journey. That has been the most difficult part of the journey than the talent itself. Though it's a talent which nobody has possessed and there's no guidelines for me. And there were a lot of people initially when we launched his introductory video. We went and met a lot of celebrities. We met a lot of people who we knew who are well off, and they have a thing. They said, we want to sponsor this child. You tell us what you want. At that point of time, we did not know where this was heading. So we didn't find the necessity to go and ask them, okay, give us this amount or that amount. And when the time came in and we approached them, there was never a good response. Rather, there was no response. So we were kind of stumped over there how to go about it, because we did say, okay, that's there as a backup kinds. And we have gone through a financial, slump in 2008 recession. So we kind of lost all our properties and it was a bad investment. So we lost everything. And at this point, we definitely need assistance, and we were more than happy when they offered. But it's not been easy, and we are shelling things out from our pockets. Sometimes we have to borrow as well, because this is one thing we don't want to lose out for the child just because of some mistakes that we made a few years ago. So we can't say no to this child now, because we know there is a lot of bright life for him ahead.
Right. So just to put things in perspective, you also said you borrow money for his events and for his travel, because I know he travels quite a bit to other cities, other countries. So how would you define your relationship with money?
Okay, money is playing hard to get now.
Hard to get. Okay. I like how you take that spin at things. So would it be at the cost of his future? Because I'm just wondering, how are you saving money for his future goals then?
As I said,
And even your future.
Okay, my future at this point of time, as a mother, I would like to talk. My future lays completely in his happiness. So I'm not really bothered about my future, but yes, I am concerned about his future. And he has big dreams. When I say big, today morning he said, "Mama, I want to study in Harvard." I'm like, God, seriously now, what do you want me to do now? Like, so I said, okay, see, US or any other country is a place which will welcome such kind of children. That's the experience that we have got as well. And I told him, study well, continue the journey that you're doing, and I'm sure they will be more than happy to kind of take you in. So yeah, I mean, it is difficult. On that note, I would like to tell you that I couldn't rely on my government for any which ways, though it was promised to me by the government also. Not by the government, but one of the members of the government, and I was shown the door over there as well.
But I'm sure even with all the hardships, Yatharth stays a very motivated child, and I can see the motivation when I talk about him to you. So I'm sure you will face those challenges head on and still continue to strive on. So good luck to you and good luck to Yatharth on this adventure. A couple of other questions that I had for you. So I know money is playing hard to get, but what would your what do you think about when it comes to money? What's your relationship to money you spoke about, but what does money mean to you?
Well, if somebody says to me at this point of time, money can't buy happiness, they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, money is very important at this point of time. Every penny counts, and I keep telling Yatharth as well, every penny saved is a penny earned. So you save now, and I'm sure it's going to help you in the future. So, and yeah, he's understanding it as well, and he does kind of try to save money and try to put it into mutual funds, which is for me, I don't know, I just say, okay, go to the bank. So I have been trying to teach him in my own way, because again, I come from a middle class family, and I have gone through struggle when I had to study as well. My mother had to pledge her jewelry and all those things. So that's exactly what I didn't want Yatharth to do. So I had life insurances, I had done all those things, but as I mentioned, because of one bad investment in 2008, everything went crashing down.
You spoke about insurance. Do you have enough life insurance between the two of you?
No.
Okay, but then that is something that you should definitely have, and term insurance could be an option because it's a cheaper form of insurance. I know there's no investment link in that, but it would definitely mean that your lives are protected in case something happens to you. At least Yatharth's future is not a question mark, and he doesn't have to depend on anybody else. Like how people have let you down, he doesn't have to depend on anybody else. So I think insurance is one thing you guys should look at.
Yes, that is exactly as I mentioned, there are mistakes which I have made, and I know there are mistakes. And if you ask me, would I give the priority for an insurance or this money for maybe Yatharth's travel tomorrow? He wants to meet somebody. I would probably rather put it there.
I know. That's the mom in you talking today, saying I can't deny him of those opportunities.
Right.
But that insurance could mean a big difference in his life in the future. So think about it.
No, I know. I mean, I'm just waiting for that time where I put this saying, no, this is it. And as I said, yes, I have put in 3-4, and then my payments have stopped in between. It's not like I've completed it. So yeah, my priorities change when it comes to that.
All mothers' priorities change after they have children.
Yeah.
So we can't be blamed for that. So Shilpa, you spoke about some of the challenging times in your life. Could you share some lessons that you learned from that, and also what are you teaching Yatharth out of those lessons?
The lesson that I have learned is never deal money emotionally. Don't let the heart take decisions, let your mind do the decisions. So that's exactly what I tell Yatharth as well. Have empathy, but not at the cost of your well-being, because that's exactly what my husband did. The trust factor was lost. Emotionally, he got involved saying, oh, it's my friends and they won't cheat me, so it's okay. Because I won't do that to them, they won't do that to me. So that's exactly where it all started, and that's exactly what I tell Yatharth is empathy is different, and being foolish and emotionally getting involved when it comes to money is.
So your husband trusted a friend's advice and invested.
Not advice. They said, we'll do big and all those things. And
so invested in a friend's business.
No, they started a new business per se,
okay.
And it didn't take off, and that's when the recession was. And today, if you ask me, I'm very wise today over the years. We shouldn't even have done that because we didn't have the liquidity or anything in our hand. So we borrowed to give the money to the friends, which was the biggest mistake we did. So two things I tell Yatharth is, one, no emotional involvement when it comes to money, and two, never borrow. That's my mantra to him.
Okay, so on another note, we're going to do a quick rapid fire with you. So you have to answer the first thing that comes to your mind in short, in a phrase, a word, a sentence. Okay, ready? Okay. What does money mean to you?
Everything.
What is your biggest fear when it comes to money?
In terms of financial insecurity.
What is your pet peeve when it comes to money?
Not keeping up promises.
What's your next big plan for Yatharth in terms of money, in terms of financially?
Well, his education. I want someone to sponsor his education, as in whenever he's in India, the education part has to be taken care. I have put him into a very good school, and the school has really not helped me with financial part, though I need to go and speak to the management with regard to this. But yes, I am running around and trying to get some scholarships for him.
Okay. Last question, your relationship with money?
Everything, as I said. My love at this point of time. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Shilpa. Thanks for being a part of Women Talk Money. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thanks for having me over, Shweta.
Follow us on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you are. Like and share our videos. And visit the website iwoomoney.com for more such content and videos. Thank you.